So Dutch and I are going to head back the way we came because that will make it a 2-mile walk. And then we'll go home and he'll pass out. I'll do more work. Just a little lunchtime adventure. And getting in a 2-mile walk. Love is letting your dog drink out of your water bottle lid. My cheeks are quite red. It is toasty out here. I think we're done. We walked 2 miles. I'm a little sweaty. We weren't trying to break any records. We were out here for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Mind you, there was some lollygagging and deer watching and picture taking, but this is what I'm talking about. This is what life needs to be for me. No, I don't need to lose weight to do things like this, although it probably helped. This is one of my favorite places to be as far as just spontaneous, random adventures goes. I can get here fairly quickly. It doesn't cost a lot. If I buy a year pass, then it will cost me even less, but nature is my reset button. With adrenal fatigue, one of the prescriptions is space. Getting out in nature away from screens, and computers and TVs and walls. Just getting out, having some quiet. I understand now why when I go out in nature I feel so much better. Last summer I spent an unusual amount of time out in nature and I felt so good. And now I kind of know why. That's my medicine. That's a prescription for what ails me. We haven't had lunch. I've worked up a hunger. It's nearly 2. We'll probably be home a little after 2. And I might just have a quick snack, see how I feel. Otherwise, I'll just wait until dinner. Today was a hit of keto energy. I know I just talked about how I haven't had much of it. Today's keto energy. I was doing stuff around the house. I did some work and took a shower, and all of a sudden it was like, we're going on an adventure. We are taking advantage of this and gonna go do some awesome stuff, because I promised Dutch when I was about to start keto that I would make it up to him the last couple years of pure nothingness. So this was a little proof. He's back there panting. I wore his ass out, which for a vizsla can be very hard to do. But he's tuckered out. I feel okay. I feel good, like I exercised. Nothing hurts except for my ankles, which is weird. My ankles don't usually bother me. My knees are good, hips, all my back is all good. But I wore shoes that I knew I shouldn't have worn. I didn't know if it would be muddy out here still. I probably could have walked barefoot and had more foot support and my toes wouldn't have ended up numb, but we're good. That last probably quarter mile or so, I was like, I'm feeling this. So I'm glad I didn't go further, and I decided to stop at the 1 mile and come back. I think that was about perfect. I'm sweaty. been a while since I've intentionally worked up a sweat. It's a gorgeous day. I'm gonna go home. May or may not eat some foods, drink a lot more water, do some work, and maybe sit out on the patio and let Dutch lounge in the grass. Okay, I'm going home. We ended up taking the long way home. And by long I mean like maybe 15-20 extra minutes. And that put us out by Chipotle. So I will show you that you can eat at Chipotle and still be keto. I got no salsas, no rice, no beans. I got a salad. And this time I went with carnitas. If you use my FitnessPal, these things are all listed in there. So it's lettuce, carnitas, cheese, sour cream, and guac. And I will use my own hot sauce. So I'm done. I used to be able to finish that no problem. And I'm sure I could if I wanted to be miserable, but part of keto and being fat adapted is you can finally recognize when you've had enough to eat. When you are truly physically hungry and when you've had enough to eat before you've pushed it too far. I am perfectly satisfied with, I don't know, is that even half of it? I guess that's about half. And I will save this for tomorrow maybe? We'll see. It's possible I might fast tonight. When dinner time comes around, if I'm not hungry, I just might not eat. And I will not have anything until my bulletproof coffee in the morning. We'll see. If I do find that I'm hungry later, then maybe I'll finish this. But for right now, I've had plenty. So I'm back from the grocery store and I want to show you what I got for about $65. I'm asked a lot about the expense of keto, and there are aspects of it that can get a little pricey. For me, the biggest expense was in the beginning when I'm stocking up on enormous things of coconut oil and stuff like that, but this was about $65, $67 maybe, and most of this is going to last me for several weeks. I mean, $12 of it is coffee that will last me 2 or 3 weeks. These 3 things of cheese were on sale. Those are going to last me a month at least. This will be about 4 meals worth. This will last me for quite a long while. This probably a week or 2. few weeks. No telling really how long that will last, but we'll see. I'm gonna make this amazing recipe that will use about half of that. This is for a recipe that will have 4 servings, 4 meals worth. Salad, little snacks. These will last me for 3 weeks. So $67 for that little bit. I get it. But a good bit of this is going to last me for a couple weeks. These onions are for the same recipe. This is for celery. This might last a week. So, Dutchie seems to have come put himself to bed. And I feel a lot like I'm gonna join him. Today's been awesome. I've been riding that keto energy high, and I'm starting to fade out. I have gotten a lot done today. Stuff around the house, work, videos, exercise, adventures. I'm gonna snuggle his face off for a while and watch a little TV. I did have dinner. I decided that with the added exercise today, I didn't want to fast today and be far too low on calories, so I finished the Chipotle. Other than that, me and that guy, we're going to bed. Thanks for hanging out and watching a day in keto life.
Hey, mister. You had a good day? Did you get to go on an adventure? You're gonna sleep so good, which means Mama will sleep so good.